Well, good morning and welcome to Tuesday Talks. A couple of funny things to share with you is that if you watched the first Tuesday Talk, you would have noticed that only the first one, my internet must have stopped, and so it cut out after the first C for success. So I'm here today to finish off the other two, which was quite interesting, and. And I'm also sitting here. It's winter here, and there's been such a frost this morning that I'm sitting in the kitchen with all of these lovely windows and the sun shining on my back. So anyway, that's me and my story. And it's quite interesting that I started Tuesday Talks to be a place of promoting culture and not competition, but also promoting progress and not perfection, which one really has to chuckle because, my first talk and only half of it got recorded. All right, so without more ado, we're on to number 2, which is courage. And courage is the precursor of confidence. Courage isn't moving forward in the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite the fear, despite being scared stiff, despite knees knocking and heart pounding. And when we start something new, it's going to be scary. It's going to be overwhelming and nerve-wracking, all those sorts of things. But we need to move forward even though we haven't got our I's dotted and our T's crossed. We just have to get in the game, roll up our sleeves and get dirty, move forward. And that takes courage, a bucket load of courage sometimes. And how do you get courage? You draw upon those times where you have succeeded and you delve into the feeling of what it felt like when you succeeded. And that is really important. Sink deep into that feeling of success and hang on to that. Second way is to leverage it. And we all know that to lift a heavy object using a lever helps lift that weight. And to leverage, I give 2 examples here. One is ask yourself, what will you lose if you don't go ahead? What will you lose if you don't achieve what it is you're setting out to achieve? And list them. And I guess, for myself, it's belief in myself, confidence in myself, trust in myself, self-worth, together with the material things of what it is I'm trying to achieve. And then I ask myself, how will I feel when I achieve it? And that links back to the first point of tapping into that point in time when you have already achieved success. Okay, and then so the second part of the leverage is you might like to picture yourself up there talking to your maker and explaining why you didn't grasp the opportunity, why you didn't jump in and go for it, why you played small. And the last one is confidence. And you don't get confidence until you roll up your sleeves and get in the game, get dirty. Having the courage to get in there and do so. So how do you go about getting this courage? Well, for me, it's listening to a whole wide range of people who uplift me and support me. They can be podcasts, Mary Morrissey, Abraham Hicks, Lewis Howes. There's a whole range of people out there who who support and uplift you. Tony Robbins, a whole range of people out there. And turning off stuff like the news that fills you up with negativity, that perhaps you then start to focus on the negative things. I mean, my gosh, if you allowed it, you could really get down a rabbit hole with the negative things that are happening in the world at the moment. And look, throughout history, there's been rubbishy things happening. But the thing is to focus on the good things that are happening out there. And I look at what the small successes that I have throughout the day, throughout the week, And I celebrate, even if it's just a simple yes, like the footballers do. Margarita, you're a legend. Margarita, this is great stuff. It's telling my subconscious that I am good at things, that I can accomplish things. And, that's a great step forward. And it doesn't matter what part of my life it happens in my business, in my technology, skills learning. I live here by myself, put things away straight away is a motto. And when I actually do it, I go, yes, you can do this, Margareta. So there we go. Until next Tuesday, keep thriving, keep shining your light throughout the week. God bless.